Discovery in the depths. The deepest point of the Marianas Trench had always held secrets, but none quite like this. Dr. Lena Novak pressed her face against the reinforced viewport of the deep-sea research vessel Nautilus, watching as the unmanned submersible's lights illuminated something that shouldn't exist 11 kilometers beneath the ocean's surface. Recording confirmed, Dr. Novak, reported Dr. Raj Patel, his fingers dancing across the holographic interface. The structure's energy signature is unlike anything in our database. The object before them defied conventional explanation, a sleek, metallic hull stretching nearly a kilometer in length, its surface unmarred by centuries or millennia of lying dormant in the crushing depths. No coral growth, no sediment accumulation, just pristine metal that seemed to absorb light rather than reflect it. Cross-reference the alloy composition, Lena instructed, her voice steady despite her racing heart. After 15 years of searching, following fragments of ancient myths and unexplained electromagnetic anomalies, she had found it, humanity's greatest legend. The screens flickered with analysis data as Raj worked. Material composition, unknown. But these readings, the molecular structure is self-repairing. It's not just preserved, Dr. Novak. It's alive. Through the viewport, Lena watched as their submersible scanning beams played across the vessel's hull. Subtle patterns rippled in response, like the surface of a pond disturbed by rain. "Begin mapping sequence," she ordered. "I want every centimeter documented before we alert the surface command." Dr. Novak, called out Dr. Yuki Tanaka from her station monitoring environmental readings, "We're detecting a quantum field buildup around the vessel. It's responding to our presence." The massive ship's surface began to pulse with a deep, blue-green luminescence. Patterns emerged, not random, but structured, like circuit pathways or writing in a language lost to time. Lena felt her breath catch as she recognized symbols that matched fragments found in ancient ruins across Earth. "This confirms the theory," she whispered. "We weren't the first advanced civilization on Earth. We were inheritors." The ship's response escalated, lights racing along its hull in increasingly complex patterns. Suddenly, a beam of energy shot from the vessel, engulfing the Nautilus in a field of shimmering light. Instead of fear, Lena felt a sense of recognition wash over her. "Everyone, remain calm," she commanded, even as the ship's computers began displaying streams of data in that same ancient script. "It's not attacking, it's communicating." Through the quantum field, information flooded their systems, technical specifications, historical records, and a message that would forever change humanity's understanding of their place in the cosmos. This wasn't just an ancient vessel, it was the Athena, humanity's first and greatest warship, created by an advanced human civilization that had flourished and fallen before recorded history began. "Alert Surface Command," Lena ordered, her voice filled with quiet awe. "Tell them we found it. We found the Athena." Above, in the command ship horizon, Admiral Thomas Fletcher received the transmission with stunned silence. After decades of dismissing legends of advanced ancient human civilization as myths, the evidence was undeniable. But as he prepared to notify world leaders of the discovery, the horizon sensors detected something else, multiple objects decelerating from faster-than-light travel at the edge of the solar system. "Sir," his tactical officer reported, face pale, "we're picking up an incoming fleet. Non-human origin. They're heading straight for Earth." The timing wasn't a coincidence. The Athena's awakening had sent a signal, and something out there had been waiting for it. Humanity had just found their inheritance, but they would need to claim it quickly if they hoped to survive what was coming. At the bottom of the ocean, unaware of the approaching threat, Lena watched as the Athena continued its awakening. Streams of data flowed faster now, revealing the truth: this ship wasn't just a relic of the past, it was a key to humanity's future, left behind by their ancestors for the moment when they would need it most. That moment, unknown to them all, had just arrived. Awakening the Titan. In the vast underwater chamber hastily constructed around the Athena, Commander Marcus Hayes stood before the ancient vessel's main access point, watching as teams of scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to understand its systems. 3 weeks had passed since its discovery, and the approaching alien fleet had turned their research mission into a desperate race against time. Power synchronization at 30%, reported Dr. Nadia Volkov, her hands moving across interfaces that merged modern technology with the ship's quantum systems. The neural interface is accepting our modifications, but slowly. Marcus touched the ship's hull, feeling the subtle vibration beneath his fingers. As one of the few humans compatible with the Athena's neural integration systems, he carried the weight of humanity's hopes on his shoulders. The alien fleet would reach Earth in less than 2 days. "We're detecting increased quantum field activity," Raj announced from his station. "The ship, it's responding to your touch, Commander." The Athena's surface rippled with light beneath Marcus's hand, patterns flowing like liquid starlight. The ancient vessel recognized something in his genetic code, a legacy written into humanity's DNA by their forgotten ancestors. "Begin neural sync," Marcus ordered, stepping onto the integration platform. Gold-tinted cables descended from above, connecting to his neural interface implant. The moment of connection hit him like a thunderbolt. Images flooded his mind, battles among the stars, civilizations rising and falling, and the truth about why the Athena had been hidden away. Their ancestors hadn't fallen to natural disaster or war. They had hidden themselves, scattering their technology across the galaxy, waiting for the right moment to re-emerge. Neural synchronization at 80%, Nadia called out, her voice distant through the rush of memories flooding Marcus's consciousness. "Commander, the ship's AI is coming online." A presence touched Marcus's mind, ancient and powerful yet somehow familiar. "I am THA," a voice echoed in his thoughts, "combat intelligence of the Athena. The progenitor's directive has been fulfilled. Humanity has reached the necessary level of advancement." Through their neural link, Marcus saw the approaching alien fleet through THA's sensors. The hegemony, an ancient alliance of species that had dominated the galaxy since humanity's ancestors went into hiding. They had been watching Earth for millennia, ensuring humanity developed along their prescribed paths. The progenitors knew this day would come, THIA continued. The hegemony fears what humanity might become. They always have. That is why we were hidden, waiting for the moment when our descendants would need us most. Warning signals flashed across the command center as the Athena systems began powering up. Massive engines, dormant for millennia, hummed to life. Through the neural link, Marcus felt the ship's capabilities unfold in his mind, weapons that could reshape space itself, defenses that bent probability around the hull, engines that could cross galaxies in moments. "Full power restored," Nadia announced, her voice filled with awe. "All systems are responding. Commander, the Athena is ready." Marcus opened his eyes, seeing the command center both through his own vision and through the ship's countless sensors. "Begin surface ascent sequence," he ordered. "It's time to show the hegemony that humanity is done following their rules." The ocean above them began to churn as the Athena's quantum field expanded. Nearly a kilometer of ancient warship rose from its resting place, water cascading from its hull like a waterfall. As they breached the surface, Marcus felt THA's satisfaction through their neural link. "The hegemony approaches with 300 ships," THA reported. "They believe their superior numbers will overwhelm us." Marcus smiled grimly. "They don't know what we're capable of. Send a message to all Earth Defense Forces, the Athena stands ready to protect her children." As the ancient warship rose into the sky, its hull gleaming in the sunlight for the first time in millennia, humanity prepared for a battle that would determine not just their survival, but their place among the stars. The hegemony was about to learn why their ancestors had feared humanity's potential. The final countdown to confrontation had begun. First Contact Crisis. The atmosphere in Earth's Unified Defense Command Center crackled with tension as Admiral Diana Reyes studied the holographic display. The hegemony fleet hung in high orbit like a cloud of daggers, their crystalline ships refracting sunlight in mesmerizing patterns. Last transmission decoded, Lieutenant Rishi Kumar reported. They're demanding our immediate surrender and the deactivation of the Athena. They claim we're violating the natural order of species development. Diana's lips curved into a tight smile. Through the command center's windows, she could see the Athena hovering above the Pacific, its kilometer-long hull shimmering with quantum energy. Commander Hayes and THIA had spent the last 24 hours integrating the ancient warship with Earth's defense systems. "Put me through to the Hegemony Command," she ordered, straightening her uniform. The holographic display shifted, revealing the alien commander, a towering crystalline being whose form rippled with patterns of light. "High Overseer ZYX," Diana addressed the alien leader. "I am Admiral Diana Reyes of Earth's Unified Defense Command. We reject your demands for surrender." The crystalline being's form pulsed with what might have been anger. "You do not comprehend the magnitude of your defiance, human. The Athena represents technology your species is not prepared to wield. Its activation has already destabilized countless probability matrices. The Athena," Diana countered, "is our inheritance. Left by our ancestors who you and your hegemony forced into hiding. We're done developing at your prescribed pace." Through the neural link, Commander Hayes shared THIA's tactical analysis. The Hegemony fleet was arranging itself in attack formation, but their patterns were predictable, unchanged in the millennia since they had driven humanity's ancestors into hiding. "This is your final warning," ZYX declared. "Surrender the Athena, or we will be forced to sterilize your world and begin anew with your species on another planet." Diana's response was cut off by urgent alerts. The Hegemony fleet had opened fire, releasing a barrage of energy weapons that lit up Earth's orbital space. But before anyone could react, the Athena moved. The ancient warship's quantum field expanded, bending space itself around its hull. Energy weapons that should have devastated Earth's defenses were redirected, their paths twisted into complex knots that dissolved harmlessly into subspace. Marcus called through the neural link, "Show them what we can do." The Athena's response was both beautiful and terrifying. Waves of probability collapsed around the Hegemony fleet as the ancient warship rewrote the local laws of physics. Ships that had dominated space for millennia found their advanced technology failing as reality itself turned against them. "Impossible." ZYX's transmission crackled. "The probability manipulation matrices, you've weaponized quantum uncertainty itself." "A gift from our ancestors," Diana replied calmly. "They understood something your hegemony never has: true advancement comes from innovation, not control. You tried to keep humanity contained, developing along your approved paths. But now we're free to forge our own destiny." The Athena's counterattack continued, its weapons systems demonstrating why the hegemony had feared humanity's potential. Ships of crystalline and light were systematically disabled, their crews trapped in bubbles of altered spacetime where they could do no harm. "This is not a surrender," Diana declared to the stunned hegemony commander. "This is an awakening. Humanity claims its place among the stars not as your subjects, but as equals. The age of your absolute authority is over." As the hegemony fleet hung paralyzed in Earth's orbit, Diana turned to her command staff. "Send word to every nation. Operation Inheritance begins now. It's time for humanity to learn who we truly are, and what we're capable of becoming." The battle for Earth was won, but Diana knew this was just the beginning. The hegemony's control over the galaxy was about to face its greatest challenge: humanity unchained, armed with the legacy of their forgotten past and the determination to forge a new future among the stars. Battle for tomorrow. 5 kilometers above Earth's surface, Commander Marcus Hayes felt the Athena's systems resonate with his thoughts, watching through countless sensors as the remaining hegemony forces regrouped. Their crystalline ships had abandoned their elegant formations, clustering defensively as new vessels emerged from hyperspace. "Second wave incoming," THIA announced in his mind. "The hegemony has called for reinforcements. Detecting quantum signatures of their elite guard, the Stellar Sentinels." Through the neural link, Marcus observed the new arrivals. Unlike the first wave's crystalline vessels, these ships were dark and angular, absorbing light rather than reflecting it. Ancient weapons, preserved from the era when they had driven humanity's ancestors into hiding. All Earth defense stations, Admiral Reyes's voice echoed through the command channels, prepare for full engagement. The hegemony is done testing us, this is their true strength. The stellar sentinels struck without warning. Space itself seemed to tear as their weapons fired, releasing energies that could shatter planets. But the Athena was ready. Its quantum field expanded, meeting the apocalyptic assault with impossible precision. They're using primitive versions of our own technology, THEIA observed. Corrupted, simplified. They never truly understood what they stole from us. Marcus felt the truth of it through their connection. The hegemony's weapons were pale imitations of the Athena's capabilities, brute force attempts to replicate technology that required true understanding to master. Through the neural link, he began to implement countermeasures that had waited millennia to be used. Initiating Protocol Prometheus, he commanded. The Athena's hull rippled with patterns of light as ancient systems activated. Around Earth, quantum beacons hidden beneath oceans and mountains awakened, responding to their parent ship's call. The hegemony fleet faltered as reality itself seemed to shift. The quantum network created by the hidden beacons began to restore the original parameters of spacetime, undoing the limitations the hegemony had placed on the galaxy's physical laws. What have you done? The transmission from the Sentinel commander crackled with genuine fear. Those constraints were placed for the good of all species. They were placed to limit us, Marcus responded, feeling THEA's approval. To ensure no one could challenge your dominion. But you forgot something crucial about humanity, we don't accept artificial limitations. The Athena moved with liquid grace, its weapons now operating at full potential in the restored physics of space. Stellar Sentinel ships, for millennia the most feared force in the galaxy, found themselves outmaneuvered and overwhelmed by technology they had thought safely lost to time. In Earth's Defense Command, Admiral Reyes watched the battle unfold with fierce pride. Send word to all stations, she ordered. Begin downloading the Athena's database to secure servers. Everything, our true history, our ancestors' technology, all of it. Even if we fall here, humanity will never go back to being blind and contained. But defeat wasn't coming. The Stellar Sentinels, facing technology they had only glimpsed in their ancestors' nightmares, began to retreat. Their formation broke, ships vanishing into hyperspace as the Athena demonstrated powers they couldn't hope to counter. They're running, Lieutenant Kumar announced, his voice filled with disbelief. The Stellar Sentinels are actually running. Through the neural link, Marcus felt THEA's satisfaction. The hegemony believed they had erased our potential, the AI observed. They thought humanity safely contained, developing along their approved paths. But they never understood what makes humans unique, your ability to surpass every limitation placed upon you. As the last Sentinel ships fled, Marcus initiated the Athena's secondary protocols. Across Earth, hidden caches of ancient technology began to activate, ready to restore humanity's lost legacy. The age of constraint was over. The time had come for humanity to reclaim its place among the stars. Send word to the Hegemony Council, Admiral Reyes commanded, her voice carrying the weight of history. The era of their dominion is ended. A new age is beginning, one where humanity will forge its own path among the stars. Legacy of the Stars. The great hall of the Hegemony Council fell silent as Admiral Diana Reyes stepped onto the speaking platform, her footsteps echoing across the vast crystalline chamber. 3 months had passed since the Battle of Earth, and now humanity stood ready to reshape the galaxy's future. Members of the Council, she began, her voice carrying to every corner of the chamber where representatives from 1,000 species watched. For millennia, your hegemony has claimed to guide species toward enlightenment. Today, we show you a different path. Behind her, through the chamber's transparent walls, the Athena hung in space like a sword of Damascus steel, its hull rippling with quantum energies. Commander Hayes and THIA maintained a protective field around the diplomatic station, ensuring the Council couldn't resort to treachery. The database recovered from the Athena has revealed the truth, Diana continued. Your hegemony didn't arise naturally. You built your power by suppressing other civilizations, forcing them to develop along paths that would never threaten your dominion. Murmurs spread through the assembly as she gestured, projecting images of humanity's true history. Great cities that had sailed between stars, achievements that had been deliberately erased from existence, and the final records of a civilization that chose to hide itself rather than be destroyed. But humanity's ancestors left us more than just technology, Diana declared. They left us a vision of what the galaxy could become. Not a hierarchy of controlled evolution, but a community of species free to grow, innovate, and reach their full potential. Through quantum channels, reports flowed in from across the galaxy. Other races, inspired by Earth's defiance, were discovering their own hidden legacies. The hegemony's carefully maintained order was unraveling as ancient truths emerged from shadow. We do not seek revenge, Diana assured the Council, watching their crystalline forms pulse with anxiety. We seek transformation. The Athena's database contains technological innovations that could end scarcity, heal damaged worlds, and open new frontiers of exploration. We offer to share this knowledge freely. Professor Raj Patel, now Earth's chief xenoarchaeologist, stepped forward with data crystals containing humanity's offer. Your hegemony sought to control evolution, he explained. But true growth comes from freedom, the freedom to experiment, to fail, and to transcend limitations. The council chamber erupted in debate as species that had been carefully kept separate for millennia began to imagine new possibilities. The hegemony's leadership could only watch as their carefully maintained order transformed into something new and unprecedented. Through it all, the Athena maintained its vigilant watch, a reminder of humanity's rediscovered legacy and newfound strength. In its neural center, Commander Hayes and THIA monitored the proceedings, ready to ensure that this transformation would proceed peacefully, but prepared to act if necessary. The age of constraint is over, Diana concluded, her words echoing through the chamber and across quantum channels to every corner of the galaxy. The future belongs not to those who would control evolution, but to those brave enough to embrace the unknown. Humanity extends its hand in partnership to all species ready to forge this new path together. As she finished speaking, signals began arriving from across the galaxy, other civilizations, hidden remnants of Earth's ancient allies, emerging from their own long slumber. Humanity had not only reclaimed its legacy but had lit a beacon for others to follow. The galaxy was awakening to a new dawn, one where the artificial constraints of the past gave way to the boundless potential of the future. And humanity, so long contained and controlled, would help lead the way to this brighter tomorrow. Through the Athena's sensors, Commander Hayes watched the quantum streamers of ships emerging from hidden places across the galaxy, more lost children of Earth's ancient civilization, returning home at last. The stars themselves seemed to pulse with new energy as the true legacy of humanity's past illuminated the path to its future. The time of hiding was over. The age of rediscovery had begun.